Alright, hello everybody, welcome back to Assassin's Creed Odyssey. As you can see, we are in front of Medusa's lair, about to fight Perseus the Gorgon Slayer. So I don't know how hard this guy's going to be, but we're going to start off like this and see if that works.
Zeus! Father, descend and fight with me. Cadmos and Bellerophon, lend me your might.
And he's defeated, and that was that. Man, some hero you were.
Snap out of it, Perseus. We're allies, and I need your help. Go to the gates and protect this place.
It's baffling. After everything I accomplished, I am to spend eternity in the lair of the despicable Gorgon I slayed so long ago. Zeus, father. Intoxicated. Okay. What have I done to offend thee? Did I somehow misuse your gifts? Was I too prideful in my taking of the Gorgon's head? Hades welcomes all who were overcome by hubris, like the warrior who thought he was protected by the Styx, and yet finds himself feasting endlessly in the hall of Manii, or perhaps slaying the monster was in itself an ill act. Perhaps the beast was merely misunderstood. Perhaps. Well, I mean, it definitely wasn't misunderstood. So yeah, hello everybody, welcome back. Perseus was apparently a big bitch. Assassin damage and intoxicate, don't need it. So I got 2 out of the 3 keeper insights. One changed my, devastating shot, which does 400% hunter damage. Oh yeah, it increases elemental buildup, and it switches it so that your arrows become traps. Deal 250. Now, it's a big decrease, but at the same time, I also have the ghost arrows, which do 340 damage and go through stuff. So, I mean, it's not 400% damage, but it's still 340. So at least this gives me a little bit more versatility. And then I also got the enhancement for the vanish ability, but I didn't bother finishing to upgrade it to get it, because it changes what you do with it. It says bend times running, so you fly up into the air, and then you're stunned, and then you can do the leap of faith attack and hunter abilities and shoot arrows and that. So it changes it from an assassin ability to more of a hunter ability, I would say. So there's that, which is more or less why I didn't do it. And then we unlocked Achilles, and turns out that the armor set that you unlock actually is needed. Talk to oh yeah, good, I got this here. And they fucking won, did they? Good for them. Because there are multiple points. Hang on, before I do that, if you notice, like, this here has like a little symbol on it, the pit of deprivation, and like this place here, it has that little symbol on it. That means that they're like that pass through the veil, the Tartarus veils. That is like an actual wall. It looks like a fog wall from Dark Souls. And unless you're wearing that armor, you can't go through it. So I got 4 out of 5 pieces. But there are multiple places. Like, there's a keeper insight that's behind one. There's multiple areas where there's either a Tartar... Like, I think there's only one Tartarus rift I have left to close, but it's behind one of those. There's some treasures behind them. Agamemnon is behind them. Oh, I should have looked where Achilles was, but... Oh, well. So yeah, like, you can't physically complete this DLC without getting it, so that's good. So while I was getting my stuff, I came to here, which gave me the quest to kill. There was a bunch of like Tartarus inmates that escaped and were attacking Achilles' castle, or not Achilles' castle, I was just thinking of them though. Hades' castle here. So it wanted me to help wipe them out. The one that got wiped out actually wasn't me who did it. It was actually a group of Isu soldiers who you cannot rescue with the staff like you could in the last one. So I haven't even had to try. Oh, where the hell are they? There they are. But the one location here was right next to one of the combat zones. And, oh, come on, get down or something. And because of that, Oh, what? I got detect... Bullshit. Yeah. And because of that, when I was in there, I don't remember exactly what I did. I don't remember if I got spotted or something. Something happened anyway, and all the Isu soldiers who were there, including the captain, ran off because they saw these jackasses, which they're obviously hostile towards, and they ran off to fight them. And apparently they won. I mean, they did come back eventually, so including the captain. So I kind of figured that that they had won, but I didn't actually pay attention because I didn't have the quest up at the time. So yeah, like out of the 3 fights, that was actually the first one I fought. It's very weird to see these soldiers and not have to attack them. Alright, well let's start by clearing some stuff here. And so far I have recognized, I think I've recognized anyway, all of the guys that we have to kill as different people from it. And like the what's her face, the Boeotian champion, she actually had another person with her.
I don't believe my eyes.
Elpenor.
The fates have mercy after all. Oh, Mystios, your appearance is what I've been waiting
Funny.
for.
You're the last person I want to see.
Of course, of course. Our parting terms were less than amicable,
You sent me to kill my father and tried to kill me.
which I now regret deeply. Seeing the underworld torn apart by chaos has shown me the error of my ways.
Sure.
If you think after everything you did, I'd believe a word you say... Malaga.
I'm not the same man you knew. I promise I can prove it.
What a mess. Elpenor, I expect this to be cleaned up.
Of course, Hades.
And consider finding a more permanent solution to the Monger's attacks.
Oh, the Monger.
While you're at it.
The Mongers here too?
The Monger escaped Tartarus. He's continuing the cult's work by recruiting other escaped prisoners as they exit the rifts.
I've seen them. They put up a good fight.
No, they don't.
We've captured one of them, but he won't tell me where the Monger is hiding. Threaten him, perhaps?
What makes you think I'd help you?
Hades and I are close, and you need him to teach you about your staff. Helping me helps Hades. He'll appreciate this, Kassandra. As would I, of course.
Fine. But I'm doing this for myself.
Okay. So now I get to interrogate someone. I wonder if I'm gonna know.
Not
Nope.
you again, Elpenor. I've heard enough of your spineless posturings to last 2 lifetimes.
Sounds like you and I are on the same side. I can't stand Elpenor either.
You two seem pretty friendly to me.
I'm the one who sent him here in the first place.
He's a traitor to the Monger's cause.
Tell me where the Monger's hiding, and I'll deliver Elpenor to him myself.
All right, fine, fine. If only to shut you up. He's hiding out in the lost temple of Nyx. You'll never be able to take him down anyway.
Exceptional. I've been tracking the Monger from the moment the rifts appeared. There's just one problem. The lost temple of Nyx is behind the veil.
The Veil?
Since Cerberus was killed, it spilled out into the underworld. The Veil of Tartarus was created to keep out living mortals, so that only those beyond redemption could enter the prison of the wicked.
Which means you'll make it through just fine. But Charon said I would need armor.
Yes, the armor of the fallen. Lucky for you, I may be able to help so we can both infiltrate the Monger's hideout.
You want to storm the Monger's hideout together?
Of course, a chance to fight alongside the mighty Eagle Bearer. No one would turn that down. Besides, this is my opportunity to prove that I've changed.
Charon already told me that 4 of the armor pieces are guarded by the Fallen. But that the gauntlets were lost long ago.
Haron tends to confuse lost with misplaced. Rest assured, I will help you find the gauntlets. Meet me at Kronos' treasury.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Kronos' treasury was one of the locations that I couldn't complete because I just couldn't. It only has 3 treasure in it. That's it. Like, that's the entirety of it. Man, I hope I'm going the right way with this. But unfortunately, I'm assuming anyway that it's locked behind the 3 doors that are closed in there that I couldn't open. Weirdly enough, from a design standpoint, they 100% left a giant gap, way bigger than Kassandra would need to get into it, above each door. And yet, you're not allowed to do that. She refuses to climb through it, so... there was also a big pit in the middle, but unfortunately that also did not work. That took you to a completely different place that I think had one of the insights in it. Also looking through the achievements, there is an achievement for killing soldier or Isu soldiers using some Kronos blessing or something, but I'm guessing that's the enhancement we get from the one behind the veil, because nothing that I have a few things that say Kronos for the enhancements, but none of them say Kronos blessing. So I'm really hoping that they're going by like what it's actually called and not just like something else, because I don't know what else. Like I said, I got more than one ability that has Kronos in the name, so. Or more than one enhancement, I guess, not the ability itself.
Kassandra, I'm glad you've come.
Would you blame me if I didn't?
I learn your trust in time, and we can begin that process now. This door will lead us to Kronos' treasury, where the gauntlets you'll need are stored. I have the key here.
If you want me to trust you, you have to start being honest with me. Why do you have the key?
Hades had me tidy the treasury for him once.
It isn't wise to steal from the Titans.
The Titans fell long ago. No harm in using their tools to put a stop to the monger.
So what? You're Hades' housekeeper now?
I like to work for him only on occasion, that is all. Think of me as his mentee.
Hades doesn't strike me as the mentoring type.
There's much about Hades that you don't understand.
I'll need those gauntlets if we want to catch the monger.
My thoughts exactly. I'll offer my assistance as your personal guide through the treasury.
Let's just get this over with.
Of course, Mistius. Whatever you need.
I mean, there's gotta be something up here, right? Like, there's no fucking way. Excuse me,
Tread
prick.
carefully. The prisoners of Tartarus have been known to attack this cave.
Yeah, but the... Oh, my. Oh, but wait, are we good with these guys, or... Nope. I didn't think so, but I wasn't 100% sure, because generally it's a restricted area. Alright, anyway. Okay, and then there was actually... the ping man. I've been using it a lot more because there was a good amount of underground
Looks
areas.
as though this path can be cleared from the other side.
Yeah, what a surprise. So, you know, obviously you can't use Icaros underground. So I've had to rely on the ping a bit more. Ooh, what is that? These orbs deal damage and drain adrenaline, destroying by shooting arrows or using special abilities. Alright, well, I mean, that's...
Mind climbing across the network glass?
I might consider it. Then again, I might not.
There you
I'll
go.
see how I feel when I get there.
That one. I don't see anymore, but I have a feeling that there's going to be more. Oh, fucking hell. Hey, goodbye, snake. Let's see. See, now this is one of those things where, like, Kassandra should grab the chain. There we go. But, you know, there's no guarantee that she will. Okay, so there is a place to go there. Oh! Kassandra, you better be able to climb this red shit. Nope. Alright, that looks more climbable, but...
Gods, set fire out! Out, damn flames, out!
Oh, alright. That's the one thing about fucking exploring areas like this with Kassandra. You never know whether or not she will actually, do the thing or not. Because she does love to fucking do her own thing. So if I go here... It's over there, so can I climb up? It looks like it. Nope, not quite. I mean, there's a crack here. Can she crack climb? Well, not if she runs that way. Come on, Kassandra, you're strong enough to do that. What about right here? Is it a little... No? No, but there's a chain there. So if we go around... Wow, it looks like they actually put, like, puzzles into some of... Oh, look at that. Oh, wow, okay. So my normal arrow... Oh, you know what? I bet you that's because I have that... Okay, so, like, that gives me poison arrows, right? Yeah, but then... Okay. So my normal arrows get turned into poison arrows because of... I think that's just because of my bow. But it doesn't activate on special arrows, so... Gotcha. Alright, got that now. Oh, better be careful there. Oh, like that. It's one treasure. And then I'm going to assume that the gauntlets are in the final box. Oh, and Elpenor here is doing something. So, like, that there is probably the gauntlets, because that's behind the door that we need to move. Okay. I'm not seeing any more... Oh. Oh, okay, it was just that. Not seeing any more treasure chests or even... I'm not. But I mean, I guess I could if I knew exactly what it is you needed. But whatever. Don't... Oh, okay, yeah, because he wants me to clear the path back this way. Oh, fucking hell. The snakes, man. They are so fucking annoying. Oh, whoops. Hello? How are you? Good to see you. Good night. I thought there was something here. Mainly because, you know, there was pots, and those big red pots are used... Where is it? There it is. Are used as blockers so fucking much in this game that pretty much if you see them, odds are there's something you can move right next to them, or you can move the stuff that's next to them. Oh, not exactly what I wanted. I'm hearing somebody do something though, like weird. Like ping, is there enemies? Oh yeah, there's one right there. And boop. And boop. Now I don't have to deal with them. Alright. You know, I gotta say, it would be... I'm still, after all this time, kind of torn between the way they did the damages. Where it's like Assassin, Warrior, and... Oh, look at that, I didn't actually need to even move that one. Assassin, Warrior, and Hunter damage. Because, I mean, it... I guess if you didn't have that, if it was just like, oh, damage is increased and whatnot. But I mean, they very easily could have made it where like damage is increased and like assassination damage. Because like I didn't like the way they did it in Origins. Like I'll admit that it wasn't very good there either. But like if they just did it and then like damage is increased by X amount when you're assassinating a target or something, right? Instead of the, oh wait, hang on. Instead of this like the separate damage things, because like there's so many times where I just like give up on a plan because like we're like, I'll have a plan and it'll be a good plan that would allow me to like annihilate everyone very quickly and cleanly, but it would require me to change armor, and it's just like, it's not worth it, you know? Like especially like obviously when I'm going stealthy, you know, assassin and hunter, you know, they're very much a like a hand-in-hand type thing. Leaving Elpenor behind will anger him. Do I really care about it? I mean, I guess I'll go get him, but I don't believe for a second that he's actually changed. He's still probably up to something, but, you know, there's no reason for me to be a dick about it right now.
Well
oh,
done.
here it is.
Now clear the path and I can join you.
Oop. Oop. And, oh, and you can't, you don't even go that way.
Perfect. Now let's get to the treasury.
Sure. The bad thing about having so many like movable things
How's working for the god of the dead?
is all of them get pinged like that.
Try me.
All the myths and stories don't come close to doing Hades justice. He's cunning, inspiring, a true architect of life, and also death. He's everything I aspire to be.
Yeah. Okay. This way, this way. I mean, I guess you don't have to, like, you don't even need to go most of these directions. Okay. There's also some of these treasures. There's also a, that seems to be happening a bit more in the DLC. It happened occasionally in the main game where there would be something that was, like, unreachable because, like, it was in the ground or something, or every once in a while, like, an enemy would spawn in the ground. And it's, but it, you know, it's like a giant game. Like the base game's map is fucking massive. So I mean, you know, you expect like a few things like that, but like after the base game, and with how much smaller these maps are in comparison, you don't expect it quite as much. And yet I've already had it happen a couple times now, including once with one of like the little hellhound guys. Where they were like guarding a door or something, and there was like 3 of them, and then there was one that was underground. So, is it just somewhere in here, or do I need to go to the center? Okay, so far, yeah. Some of this, yeah, and then there's some stuff like that where it's like just barely out of reach somehow.
What is this place?
Kronos' treasury. Kronos hid all his worldly possessions here, far away from the sons that had been prophesied to be his undoing.
It was my favorite story as a child.
All the myths, stories, and epics told throughout the generations were transpiring beneath us all along. And now we get to play among the gods, together.
Let's find the gauntlets quickly.
Over here.
I'll take those gauntlets. Unless you were thinking about keeping them for yourself.
I wouldn't dream of it.
Alright. Let's get out of here.
There was also only one gauntlet.
Meet me at the lost temple of Nyx when you're ready to take on the Monger.
Alright, alright. Level up again. I've been trying to keep my ability points at 3 because I don't know what the last ability is. So if it's something that like I don't have, and if it is the Chronos Blessing one, and I have no fucking clue where I'm going, I would much rather it. Okay, so that's got to be the Tartarus Rift and Treasure. The last Keeper Insight is over there. Okay, and that's where Achilles is. So I'm guessing he's also through the Veil. And then we got Lost But Not Forgotten there. So fighting what's-his-face, Perseus, was nothing. So I get... Oh, I should probably fast travel out of here, just so that I'm out of here a little bit quicker. So I think what we'll do is we'll go and do this Lost But Not Forgotten. And then go talk to Charon for his quest. And then I might go and clear up... because that will probably take us to the end of the video. If not, we will go and fight somebody or go get the last Keeper Insight or whatever. But then I'll clear up the little bit that I need the armor for after. Or in between before we... Oh, look at that. Oh, I can just engrave it. Okay. Not that I need it, but, you know. Right, I'll just clear up like the little bit, like go and fight Achilles and Agamemnon and get my last Keeper Insight and whatnot. And then next part will probably be the end. Like I said, this DLC is supposedly like half the length, according to the internet. But how accurate that is, who knows? But so far, it very much seems like it would be. And I think the last one took us, I want to say 5 parts. I don't think it was 6. I'm pretty sure it was 5 because I think we did. Yeah, because we did the Lost Tale of Greece, and then we ended that week with the first 2 parts of the DLC, and then obviously we finished it last week. So I'm guessing this one will be 3 parts. Whether or not all 3 parts would be very long, I don't know, but...
A set of footprints. Too small to be an adult.
Okay. Well, I mean... would there be kids? I mean, I guess there's no reason there couldn't be kids down here.
Dolls? In the underworld?
Yeah, I guess so. Footprints are going... Nope, I'm out of the... I mean, all that's here is the dolls, right? Like, there's nothing... Bones... Oh, because I'm not in the... Okay, gotcha. I missed that it's... I was like, how am I not in the exploration area? But got it, because they want me to go somewhere else. That fucking hurt. I don't know if you heard that crack, but that was my elbow. Dude.
What's this? A message?
Dear Mater and Pater, you never met me and I've never met you, but it's time to change that. If you find this letter, meet me north of the Barren Pond. I'll wait for you there. Okay. So there's just some kid lost in Tartarus, I guess. I mean, I would say it could be Phoebe, but I don't know if that... Like, I don't know how accurate that would be, because I don't know... It's one of those things where, like, not 100% sure exactly how their afterlife works, especially in relation to kids. Because, like, you hear, like, you know, the heroes go to Elysium, and, you know, the bad guys go to Tartarus here, and that... Oh, it is Phoebe.
Phoebe!
But, like, you never... You know, but then, like, when it comes to kids, it's like... If a kid died, odds are they didn't really have enough time to fit into the category for either side, you know? Like, So, like, do they just get, like, reincarnated or something?
Phoebe? Oh, Phoebe, I never thought I'd see you again.
Are you a goddess?
Phoebe, it's me, Kassandra.
It's nice to meet you, Kassandra. Is that your eagle? I wish I had an eagle.
I know you do, Phoebe. I know you do. What are you doing here?
Playing? How do you know my name?
I could never forget your name. There hasn't been a day I don't think about you.
I don't remember you. Do you work for the man with one eye?
Who's that?
He
Cyclops.
gave me this water when I was thirsty.
Oh, that's
You drank
left water.
his water. Phoebe, this is very important. I need you to remember who gave you that.
I don't remember his name. He took my toy.
You had an eagle, like Icarus. If we get your eagle back, maybe you'll remember.
No, I remember everything. I think.
Try to think. Do you know where the man with one eye took your wooden eagle?
I think he said something about a pit.
The pit of deprivation?
That's it.
Do you remember anything from before drinking that water?
No, I've always been here.
The man with one eye should never have given you this water or taken your toy eagle. We're going to get it back.
You mean steal?
We're not going to steal it. Just borrow. But I like the way you think.
I mean, is it stealing
Want to
if
come
you
with
took
me?
it from her? I
You
mean,
want me to come on an adventure with you? Okay.
Then let the adventure begin.
like, is it, like, it wouldn't be
You
stealing,
remind
right?
me a lot of a girl I knew on Kefalonia. Have you ever been there?
I've always been right here. What was the girl like?
Oh, she was brave.
Now, what are
And
the
smart.
odds?
She'd say she looked up to me, but
Oh,
I'm
nice.
the one who looked up to her.
You looked up to her? Did you ever tell her?
No. I wanted to. But I ran out of time.
Don't be sad. I bet she knew.
That girl left Kefalonia eventually.
Where did she go?
Athens. Where she was loved by people like Pericles. Does that name sound familiar to you?
That's a funny name. It sounds like a sneeze.
What about Anthusa? No one who meets her forgets her.
No, sorry.
Oh, okay. I thought the conversation might go a little bit longer. So I wonder if this changes based on your answer in the first episode of this. Because in the first episode, What's-Her-Face asks you who you want to bring back, and you have the option between Phoebe and Brasidas.
Okay, we're here. You'd better stay put while I go find your toy.
So I'm wondering if you said Brasidas, if this would change or not. Because if not, like if this is always Phoebe, then that means that no matter what you do in the first episode, you can't, like Persephone is lying and she just can't bring Phoebe back. So, I don't know. That's all I got. And it's
be
like
extra careful in
either
this area.
your choice determines who's in this quest, or... But to be fair, even if your choice did determine who is in the quest, it would still require her to not bring them back for them to then be part of this quest, right? Okay, I do remember this pit. There was Tartarus rifts in here, but I've cleared them out. But there was also not too many... Oh, okay, so not that way. At least they were nice enough to do that and have exploration area. get taken away when you go down the wrong path. So that's good. Okay. This way we go. And I think there's just the one way across. So that's good. So, I mean, like, this is definitely the Cyclops, right? Like, there's no one else it could be at this point. It's weird that some of these people... It's also exactly what happened to me last time I was in this place. Where,
I recognize that guard. He lived on Kefalonia.
Did he? Okay, let's take out this guy, guys. Damn it, Kassandra, you and your slow-ass fucking walk. There we go. Oh, you know, I should really check sometimes. Because I think that ability might allow me to use Rush Assassinate. Hang on. When it's active, but I'm not... all enemy attacks are non-lethal and other... Okay, no, it's just other abilities aren't available. Okay.
Even if this doesn't bring her memory back, we'll make new ones together.
So, I mean... dude's gonna be up there then, right? Because, like, he wasn't a part of that, and he's probably one of the fallen dickheads that I have to fight. Because they are very much tied to quests. Because, like, I got a few of them while killing the others, but there's still, like, if we go and look, like, I still have 2 of the enforcers and one of the cultists left. So, I mean, the enforcers and that one guy, that one enforcer definitely looks like the Cyclops. Oh, you know what? While I'm here, and I have the armor, right? What I might do is unlock this loadout. Equip it. Oh, God, it unequipped everything. Fucking fantastic. And do this just so that I have, and I think all of the fallen armor. Okay, that does warrior, does hunter. Okay, so that does warrior, that does assassin. What's that one do? That one also does assassin. Okay, well, I mean, I'm just gonna do fucking damage with hero strike. I'm just gonna do assassin damage here, because why the fuck not? So there we go. Now I should be able to... Haha! Awesome. Also, I don't know what is supposed to be in here. Because apparently... Oh, hello, buddy. How's it going? And who may you be? King... Oh, here's Agamemnon. Hey, buddy. That must have sucked for you.
Finally, Hades has sent me a challenge. Bow before your true king.
I'll bow if you go to the gates and protect the underworld.
Why the hell would you do that? Good old assassin damage. Okay, you can stop now.
This place needs a king, Agamemnon. Go to the gates and protect the people the way you do best.
Alright, there's Agamemnon recruited. Yeah, I don't care. Oh, and that unlocked Heracles. Alright, that's weird that it did that, but whatever. Burning applies to nearby enemies. Alright, so that's going to be what that bow does. So, I wonder what happens. Because, like, you're not supposed to be on this side, right? So, like, if I'm on this side, can I then switch armor and not die? Yeah. Okay, so I just need... Oh, what was that? Or engrave its unique perk. Ah, alright. So if I went to a blacksmith, I could just engrave can pass through the Tartarus Veil. Interesting. Okay. Well now. That... I might do that then. Because, I mean, obviously it's only going to be useful for this DLC, but it would stop me from needing to change armor. And I do have can breathe underwater on one of my pieces of armor. So, I mean, it's not like it would be... It's not like that's coming in handy during this DLC, so... Or during this part of the DLC. So, I mean, it would be nothing to switch that one out. And it would literally be nothing, considering that once you've engraved something, you can just re-engrave over it. Which, in theory, would be harder than engraving on something that hasn't been engraved yet. But, you know, whatever. I guess they just didn't want you to have to pay the cost more than once. Hey, Phoebe, pay attention.
My eagle!
Couldn't have done it without you. Now, hold it. Do you remember anything?
Kassandra?
Yes, that's my name. Good, Phoebe. Good.
I was so alone. I screamed your name. You didn't come. I can see their masks. I can feel their knives.
Where were you? I'm here now. I'm here.
Everyone just left me. My parents, Marcos, Aspasia, even you. What was wrong with me? Wasn't I good enough?
No, Phoebe. There's nothing wrong with you. Adults are selfish, stupid. They don't realize how incredible a girl like you is until you're gone.
What do you mean?
Why don't you tell me what you remember?
Pericles was dying. Everyone who wasn't sick yet needed to get out of Athens. I thought I was alone. I was always alone. And then...
I'm so sorry, Phoebe.
Where are the Golden Fields?
You mean Elysium?
I was there. It was beautiful. But I came here to find my parents.
You traveled to the underworld to save your family. That's very brave.
Just like you went to find yours. But mine still need me. I should go to them.
Phoebe, you've been through a lot, and you've never met your parents. It's okay to be nervous. I was nervous to meet mine.
I wouldn't be nervous. If you came with me.
Before we go anywhere, where are your parents?
I was following a clue. It said, those parted from their beloved are doomed to the Ixion Wheel. Maybe I'm their beloved.
Are you sure you're okay?
No. But Amistios taught me to always be brave, even when I'm feeling down. So I am being brave.
Sailing to Elysium can be a difficult journey. Do you know how long you were there?
I woke up on a boat. Everything was cloudy. Then there was light, and golden fields, and waterfalls.
Only the bravest warriors are allowed there, you know. Descending to the underworld is proof that you deserve your place among them.
Oh, I don't know.
It would be an honor to be there for you when you meet your parents.
Alright, well, let's go meet her parents then. I've been to this place as well, so that's not too bad. New quest, the young warrior's ghost. Oh,
The
okay.
last I heard about my parents, they were hiding near the Ixion wheel.
Hiding? From what?
The underworld is scary. Maybe they're not fighters like us. I could teach them what you taught me.
I'm sure you could.
I missed Phoebe. I really wish that they hadn't killed her off, at least not so early. Like it would have been a lot better if instead of dickhead there being on the boat and doing nothing constantly. You know, if instead it could have been Phoebe on the boat and she actually like showed up during quests. Like, I mean, Barnabas showed up in a few quests, not many. But, you know, he would show up every now and then and have stuff to say and whatnot. So, I mean, there's no reason why they couldn't have did that with Phoebe and have her on the boat instead of Kassandra. Because, like, I mean, it makes sense, Kassandra leaving her in Kefalonia. I'm assuming Phoebe left before Marcos, though. Because, you know, to be fair, like, Marcos, yeah, he's a tool, but I don't see him leaving Phoebe behind either. So I'm guessing Phoebe left. I'm pretty sure they probably said that at some point, but I don't really remember. So there's one more thing up there, and apparently this wasn't part of their eradication area. But I guess I got rid of that guy ahead of time. But yeah, they very easily could have made it where Phoebe is stuck around with Kassandra once they came back together, you know. She was a much more interesting character than the storyteller guy. You know, mainly because, like I said, he didn't really do a whole lot. It was really hard to get to know a guy who barely did anything, you know. That should mark them all. Facing away like a fucking idiot. With that guy. I also like how they keep making references to the Cyclops guy. She's like, oh, I recognize that guard from Kefalonia. It's like, well, yeah, we are going after the Cyclops. I mean, one-eyed man. A Mystios fan braces down here? What? Really?
Please, I already told you. Go tell the Cyclops the girl isn't here. And neither is her family. Now get back!
Relax. We're not going to hurt you. But we need to know what happened here.
Those thugs followed the Cyclops of Kefalonia to their graves. And now they follow him in the underworld. He sent them through here, looking for a girl.
The man with one eye.
Have you ever met a girl named Phoebe?
We don't know of Phoebe. Why were they looking for the girl?
I'm not sure. I was a friend to her parents. They used to hide here. They told tales of their daughter, a great warrior who sailed to Elysium.
They called her a warrior?
When Cerberus died, they snuck off to the Golden Fields to find her. But now, the Cyclops is looking for them all.
Excuse us, please.
So wait, they went to Elysium
I
to look for
remember
her?
now. The man with the one eye is the Cyclops. He forced me to drink the water.
He must know we stole your eagle back and came to retaliate.
What do we do?
The gates to Elysium are open, but you know the Cyclops. He won't stop until he gets what he wants. We have to deal with him.
What about her? She's a friend of my parents. I want to help her.
She seems like she can fend for herself.
The Kiris are magic. They heal people who get hurt in battle. They live close by. I could...
Phoebe.
I can do this. I'll be quick. Then we can fight the Cyclops.
All right. But don't take too long, or I'm coming after you.
I feel like this is taking too long, right? Yep, what a surprise. It took too long. Why didn't you just pick up the lady and take her? Like, really, Kassandra? I mean, you couldn't pick her up and just carry her to the what are they called? Carries? I don't know. I don't actually know what that one is. Never heard of those things before. Searching from west of the Gate of the Slayer to live at Solomonius's Hubris, which I do believe I have. Yep. I was gonna say, yeah, because I was gonna say Gate of the Slayer. I know I have a fast travel point too, so. Oh. Also, I don't... Oh, never mind, I get it. So if they have those Tartarus veils, right, and only souls that can't be redeemed can pass through them, does that mean that just, like, they walk everybody up to the prison and just whoever can get in, gets in?
I'm not here to challenge you, Perseus.
The fuck?
I need your help.
Must be earned.
Oh, I get it. So the gates... Oh, so the gates are where I send them. Okay, so I'm wondering if after I like, was that just because she didn't get that conversation with Perseus when we first fought him? Or is that because, like, I have to fight, or I have to, or can fight them again if I so choose? Because, like, if it's just that I can fight them again, I don't know why I would. But if it's that I'll have to fight them again for some reason, well, I also don't know why I would. So, yeah, I mean, I got them to the gate. This is a restricted area, but there was also, I do believe, 2 Tartarus rifts here, so it would kind of make sense that there wouldn't be any bad guys here now. And are you really fucking kidding me? Are they really doing this again?
Phoebe's eagle. But where is she?
Eagle bear. The Cyclops said he would come.
Tell me what you did to Phoebe.
Did he also tell you that you were going to get your ass kicked? Because, I mean, he should know better. I mean, let's face it. I killed him and all of you in the real world. And while still alive, I have come back to, or I have come to the underworld. Like, do you really think that you have a chance of somebody who's not only already killed you once, but then has then voluntarily went to the underworld and managed to get to the underworld while still alive? Like I understand that you're, you know, confident, but that's a little bit too much, don't you think? Go to the ancient... Oh wait, is this a veil one? It is not. Okay. You gotta look for the symbol. Like, anything that isn't completed definitely has a veil in it, but there are a few things that I have completed that have had veils in them. Well, like the place where Agamemnon was. I had completed that place. It had a veil in it, but the veil was just for Agamemnon. God, this place is... Oh, there we go. I always do that every time because, like, they get lighter in... Like, they're definitely lighter in these areas than they are in the main game. But they always start off pitch black and then get into the lit up places. And once again, I doubt that I'm gonna have to fight anything because there was I think this was another one. I think it said 2 Tartarus Veils when I just looked to see if there was a veil here, or 2 Tartarus Rifts. So, once again, I doubt that I'm going to have to fight anything on the way here. I mean, the whole point of the Cyclops is that he was recruiting... No, that was the Monger that was recruiting people as they came through the rifts, not the Cyclops. Come on, get your ass over there. I wonder if they did this quest because of like comments or stuff about Phoebe dying in the main game. I wonder if like they made, like if they put this quest in here in response to like the community, because I can't imagine too many people were happy about that, right? Like there's a lot of things you can do in a game to have like character growth or emotional impact and whatnot, but you know, killing kids is something that's Okay, you're climbing down. Perfect. Yeah, it was. And now you are all nicely within a pit. All within very easy stabbing range. Well, duh, that's who you're here to fight, right? Man, this is a long fucking quest. Holy hell. I guess we did... Well, no, because that fighting Agamemnon didn't take very long. And it was in an area that was... Oh, I see, now look, I made it to this place when I was exploring this, and I'm like, oh, this room's going to be important at some point. The hell's this chick?
The Eagle Bearer. I overheard the Cyclops saying you were in the underworld, but I didn't believe it.
I'm looking for a girl. Her name was Phoebe. Her name is Phoebe.
They took a girl onto one of their boats, but...
But what?
She wasn't moving.
Tell me where they were sailing.
I couldn't see, but Charon's at the dock on the riverbank. No one sails without him knowing.
How long ago did they leave?
If you set sail now, you could probably catch up to them. But be quick.
Get out of here while you can. I'm going to find the Cyclops and stop him once and for all.
Take this as thanks. You can pay Charon to send you down the Styx after them.
Alright, now is there a faster way out of here? Because last time I was here I didn't find one. Because the last time I was here I just fast traveled out. And it looks like that's exactly what I'm going to do again. Because that's a long fucking run back. And I'm not having any of it. It is way too far to actually make the trek back through the cave. At least, you know, you shouldn't get lost doing it. It's not like 100% straightforward, but you know, it's straightforward enough. I've also noticed that like their leaf piles there that you jump into, they're not as solid or something. They must not be as tall as the ones in the rest of the game, because like when you land in these ones, you clearly see Kassandra crouching. Like as soon as she hits it, it like warps her animation to her crouching in it before she jumps out. And you never see that in the other ones because, you know, she's covered by the leaf or hay bale or whatever. The leaves. I guess not leaf. Be a big leaf. And then she just pops out. So it's weird that they did that. Nobody caught that, because it seems very obvious to me. Like I notice it every time that I do it, and I'm pretty sure I noticed it the first time I jumped into one during this chapter or during this episode. But like, it's weird.
Charon, one of the prisoners said the Cyclops took a friend of mine down
the
the
young girl
Styx.
from Elysium. They dumped her lifeless body into one of my old boats.
Take me to her.
What is it you fleshlings do to calm down? Breathe? Yes, breathe and tell me what happened.
The Cyclops hated me in life and he hates me in death. He's using my friend to get to me. Help me stop this.
Very well. I know precisely where the Cyclops of Kefalonia was taking your young friend. It's a gate. The place should seem familiar to all of you.
Thank you. Now we have to go.
Is he actually going to take me? Or is he just going to point me in the direction and I go by myself? And I also don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Gate familiar to us all. I really have no idea. But we are going over an hour because I am 100% finishing this fucking quest. I don't really think there's anything I can really cut out. I mean, technically I could have cut out the Agamemnon fight, but then I talked about it a bunch after and before and whatnot, so. But I'm sure anybody watching this will understand. We do need to rescue Phoebe before I go off doing other side stuff. There's still... Yeah, it's not like a huge amount, but it's a lot of traveling because, like, the... there's not really any viewpoints near the areas that I need to be. Is this in the underworld? So, like, Charon's got to be one of those things where there's, like, multiple versions of him or something, right? And he's, like, in a bunch of different locations at once or some shit. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I thought he was just gonna be there, but I guess nope. Fine, I'll walk right up to him and punch him in the face. Why not? Also, I think I'm going to keep this armor on. I am going to put the engraving on it so that I can go through the veils. But I was going to change the looks. But
how is this possible?
Change it to look like the fallen armor. But I don't really like the helmet. I really like this armor set.
Baby!
Been a long time. Heard you and the girl finally came down to join us. Couldn't pass up the opportunity to show you both a warm Kefalonian welcome.
If you hurt her,
If.
I will cut out your other fucking eye, and this time, it's going up your ass, Cyclops!
No one calls me that!
Give
Give it to me. Maybe I'll cut out one of your eyes.
Nah, that's not gonna happen. I think I'll just kill you now.
Make you suffer, Cyclops.
Wait, let Phoebe.
Good night. Go fuck yourself, buddy. That's fine, I'm not going into the area. So, like, now that I've killed him in the underworld, does that mean that he's, like, 100% dead? Or, like, I don't, like, because there's, in Dungeons and Dragons, right, the only way to truly kill a demon is to kill it in hell. Is that similar here? Like, now that I've killed him here, is he just gone?
No. Ella. Ella. Earth, mother of all, I greet you. Aniazo.
Kassandra?
You're okay.
And you're... here.
I was with you in Athens too. You just didn't see me.
I see you now.
Can you stand?
What is this place? And where is the Cyclops?
Don't worry, the Cyclops is gone. And this is a doorway to Elysium.
So that's it? Through there? I'll find my real parents.
You can do this, Phoebe. Let's go.
Seeing this place makes me miss Kefalonia.
We had some good days, didn't we?
You know, Ubisoft are... they're real dicks, and they're dumb for doing it that way, because, like, they're real dicks for making you sit through it again, but they're also real dumb because there's no, like, even though it's still sad, there's no way anybody
I don't want to
believed that
go.
she wasn't still alive.
Phoebe, growing up means doing things you don't want. But you do them anyway because you're brave enough to do what's right.
Staying with you could be right.
Don't be afraid. I'm leaving this place too once I finish what I started. But I will be with you. I found this. Take it with you. To keep me close.
What if... my parents don't like me?
Of course they're going to like you. They'll do more than like you. They'll love you.
But I won't be able to forget you. You're my family too. Can I come back here and find you?
No. Once you leave, you can never come back. But one day, a long time from now, I will come to you, and we'll tell each other all about our adventures.
You'll always be my family, no matter what. I think I'm ready.
Phoebe, the warrior who sailed to the Golden Fields. Phoebe who plunged into the underworld to save her family. Phoebe, the Eagle Bearer. You have made me so proud. Walk tall.